Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hell, it's quite a Monday. Oh my God, can we talk about the moon? It's been amazing. What are you noticing about your energy? I have had very little sleep, but I've had a lot of messages. Hi, Betty. I think, Betty, you might have been up posting about that moon at the very time that I woke up and walked outside. Holly, I was thinking about you this morning as well. So yeah, about that moon. Oh my God, I'm so fired up. Fired up. Are you fired up? Like I'm full of it. Well, I'm usually full of it, but I'm fired up and full of it today. Michelle, good morning, lady. Listen, this is an amazing time. Oh my God, it's amazing. Good morning, everyone. Pop in, say hello. Well, you're going to get it today, my friend, because I'm fired up. So here's the deal. So the moon, made my moon water, did my thing, set my intention, blah, 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 standing outside, freezing, looking at the moon, so pretty, right? So I go to bed and I wake up at 1:17, 1:17, and I went outside in my jammies. Went outside and because I was trying to find it. I was looking for the moon. The house, like no one had their lights on. It was so bright outside. It was so cool. I was really happy actually that it had snowed because it really magnified the moonlight, right? And the moon energy. And it said, go outside. I was like, okay, I'll go outside. So I go outside, my water's frozen. And the moon had, of course, moved from when I went to bed. When I went to bed, it was right here outside my office window. And I'm out there and I'm freezing. I'm looking at it and I'm telling you, she was speaking to me. Like I could feel the energy. It was so crazy. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep after this, but whatever. So I have a little chat, like, with the moon and just feeling the energy. And all it just kept saying was, you need to get them ready. Like you need to get them ready. Guess who them is? You. You need to get ready. This is such an important time and the energy is so aligned for us right now that because if you've been feeling like really wonky or you've been feeling really, all my payments are going through today, or hi, Karen. She's all fired up. Oh, she went live twice. Hey, cousin, good God, I have to get you your prize for the challenge. Oh my God, I just remembered. So bad. Anyway, I'm just telling you, this is the time. Now, last week, the energy weirdish, right? So it was good, and then it was really good, and then it was whoa, and then it was yee, and then whoa. And the thing is, this is not necessarily going to change, but things are going to move very quickly. So guess what that means? It's either have you ever had someone like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And they like pressure you to make a decision. You have no idea. You've had no time to think about it. And you just go, I don't know. I need a minute, right? Well, that's pretty much what the universe is doing right now. Let's go. Like it's time to stop sitting on ideas. It's time to stop sitting around thinking, oh yeah, I really want to do that. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Like that is such a thing of 2018. This is the year, folks, that you need to get your turbo boosters on, like fully buckled in, and because it's time to go. Like it's go time. There's no more, I think I really need to meditate on this idea. I need to mull it around for a while is going to really weigh on you, okay? This is the year for those of you that are really ready, right? Like you're ready. You want the fire lit under your ass. That's what I'm here to do. That's it. And it's not a you have to or all or nothing thing. I'm just telling you, if you want to make the most of this year, it is completely teed up for you. The universe has teed everything up for us, and the moon was a great example. So how many of you are feeling really fucked up from the moon energy last night? You feeling really weird, really off, really wonky? Because I can tell you, that's not what it was intended for. The moon energy last night was intended to like magnify your abundance, to boost you right into, I need to light a fire with my goals, like move into that space. If you're feeling really scattered, your energy's all over the place, you don't have a plan, you don't feel like you got it together, then that's why we need to talk, because you're not just here. We're just joking. I was just on one of my coaching calls, and the phrase dibble dabbling, because now this is reminding me, hang on, I have to actually Google this. You're all going to have to pause for a Google moment, because there's a cartoon character in my head. Oh, I can see him. He was a genie. Does anyone remember this cartoon? There was a genie. He had a purple vest, I think. There was a woman or a female, I can't remember. And I swear to God, he used to say, dibble dabble. I have to look it up. Oh, please let me figure out what this is. It was one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid. And now I probably won't be able to remember what this is, but anyway, if anybody can think of what cartoon and what character that was, I'd sure appreciate it. Holly's like, ready. Betty says, went to a shaman meditation crystal bowl sound bath last night, and amazing moon energy and cleansing. That's so awesome. Jen, you were in my mind this morning too. I was like, oh my God, I wonder how Jen is. I feel, and oh, I just love when y'all come forward and I get to see you. It's so exciting. Anyway, this really is the time. Listen, we talked for so long about being a sensitive, about owning your energy, and all of that still absolutely applies. That is still why I'm here. But there are, no, there's not one of you that's not gifted. There's not one of you, like if you have a vision in your heart of helping more people, and you know that you have something that you do that changes or alters, helps someone in some way. It helps them recenter in their body. It helps them believe in themselves. It helps them feel more at ease about who they are. Whatever your gift is, because there's such a plethora of them, okay? We need you. Like the visions they were giving me while I was having this conversation, is all I can call it, with the moon, where she was like, listen, you need to get them ready. Like it's time to pull in. And it sounds weird because it's almost like the vision they give me is like when someone is creating an army, but obviously we're not in a fight, okay? This isn't a battle, but a little bit, because it's a battle for a better way, right? We're here to light the way. We are the ones that love the lighter approach to life. We're the ones that want harmony. Create harmony. We don't just, and this is where I want you to move out of keeping the peace and being a peacemaker. Now, what I mean by that is it's not your job to make sure that everyone is okay and tended to and taken care of and all that stuff. You have very like a specific role here. Okay, and because you're gifted in this way, that's why you're needed. So we need empowered sensitives. There'll also be, the podcast is good. This is what happens when we have new energy. You have to get really good at it. You got to learn how to read that energy and trust what's happening and know how to step into, right, your next power space, so that you don't get caught kind of in this in-between, lingering, hanging on to the old, kind of want the new, is it okay? I have people reaching out to me. It just happened again this morning. Hey, people are telling me that this isn't what I should be doing and I should really be doing this. So what do you think? It's not about what I think. See, I don't want to think for you. It's not my job. I don't want to give you the answers. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to light the fire under your ass so that you step into your power, that you show up and go, this is what I'm doing. Here's how it's going to happen. And here's how I'm going to lead. Listen, you're coming with me or you're not, but I'm moving, because I had another message from someone, and I know this feels good. And I'm moving into this new space and this is really great. And I feel really empowered, but it also makes me sad and grieving because there's people I'm leaving behind. As if you're just abandoning people. We're not abandoning anybody. I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm inviting each and every one of you to go with me. Go with me where? To where we're meant to be, and that's in leadership roles. I don't care what industry. I don't care what it is that, I care, but it doesn't matter, in other words, whether you're in most of us are in health, wellness, right? Spiritual. Many of you are starting to notice or become more aware of your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, your clair gifts and things. And it's not that that wasn't around for years and years and years, but I'm telling you that the energy is very heightened right now. If you want to step into this role where you are leading, where you are building something where you're calling your people in, you're going to hold the space. You, one, have to be empowered enough to do that so you don't crumble, burn out, get overwhelmed, feel scattered, never get to where you want to get to. And two, you need to know who those people are and what you're doing so that you're not trying to help everyone with everything, overextending yourself, right? This is the time, because everything's been teed up for us energetically. If you're noticing that your energy is really weird, really off, you're in your head a lot, you feel like you can't get any traction to your actions, you're just spinning your wheels, you don't have a handle on your energy. And that's where you need to begin, right? And it starts with that personal ownership, that empowerment, that stopping the everything outside of me is affecting me thing, and really coming into your space to lead. Because I mean, we have more resources now than ever before. We have more health products, more supplements, but we also have more social media, we have more pressure, we have more movements than we've ever had before. We have, more demands, we have more deadlines, we have more technology, we have all of those things. And yet we still, like, all of this stuff is available at our fingertips. You can order half the stuff from Amazon, right? And yet, what are we doing? Many people are gaining weight, getting sluggish, gut shut down, stuck in their heads, migraines, headaches, aches, pains, anxiety, depression, antidepressants, like all this other stuff that's not helping. You can help. I don't care how you bring your light to the world. Maybe it's making people laugh. I don't know, are you a comedian? Sometimes I'm funny, right? Are you, in what realm do you help people? And this is the thing, the more that we're caught up in rounds of self-doubt, trying to convince ourselves, or, no, I'm fine, I got this, I should be able to figure this out on my own, I don't need it, this is what I teach, and yet you're spinning your wheels, right? You're not seeing your goals growing, you're not seeing the progress happening. I really still need to figure out that cartoon character. Please tell me someone's gonna find it. Glomer, I don't know. Marie says, hi Marie, by the way. I was so spot on today, creating my marketing plan, added to it really cool ideas, came to my head that I can add. Exactly. So, and yeah, so this is the thing, like clarity, action, you're move on it. Do not even bother. You don't even, this is the thing, like to second guess it, or should I do that, or should just do it? Do it with conviction. Listen, if anybody's made changes around here, hello, it's me. Why? Because something doesn't feel right and you change it up. Well, last year was kind of a cluster F. We can call it that. I mean, I'm grateful for it because now I can see it, but when you're in it, you know, right? But I look at where we were at in 2017 and what we're doing this year, and that is the calling back, right? So this year, 2019, is like 2017. We were just talking about this on the call I had before this, on steroids. Absolutely. And it's a free, clear path for you. But not if you don't trust yourself, not if you don't have confidence and conviction, not if you're stuck in your head, none of those things. And it's not about, because, as I was saying in the Energy Academy this morning for the energy reading, it was, and the forecast, it's really, many of you are in kind of a dual role. So you're still maybe working a job or you're doing something, and you're building your vision and your mission, and right, and growing to your purpose, right? So you're doing that. That is partly because you need to be relatable. I want all the guides and the angels and whatever to come down and just show us the way, but most of us relate to another human. Am I right? Like, I relate to humans who have overcome things, who have moved into and feel more spiritual. Those are humans that I relate to. If it was just an angel, it's not that I can't relate, but I'm just like, wow, it's an angel. So, hey, I'm here, I'm human, I have shit happen just like anybody else. I have things happen that muck up my plans, but I don't fall prey to them. I don't fall into, oh no, I'm losing my freaking mind. Sometimes I'm like, you sound like you're losing your mind, but you know better. So what are you gonna do about it? And this is the shift that you can make, is even when plans go to crap or you have something set and you start feeling really weird, whatever, just say, okay, well, that's the way I feel. What am I going to do about it? Because that's a power move. What am I going to do about it is how every elite leader doesn't go, oh my God, I'm just having a bad day. I just really need to take a break from everything. We don't say that. It doesn't mean you don't get a break. Right? This is about incorporating in the lifestyle you want and the way that you want to show up. I'm so over everybody on the big debate, whether wearing yoga pants or you need to dress up and wear heels is the way to be successful. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with how do you feel you're most empowered, right? So those of you who have been struggling, you're not finding your joy, you feel like you're stuck in a rut, you feel really blah, you're not on purpose. It is as simple as that. You're not on purpose. You're either in your head, you're doing something you think you should be doing, somebody else said you should be doing, just like the person who reached out to me. I said, listen, it's not my job to tell you what I think you should do. What do you want? How do you want it to be? What do you want it to look like? So what is it that you want and how do you want it to be? How do you want to feel in your life? Let's make that happen. There's no more dabbling. I'm making it, this is a dabble-free zone. There's no more dabbling. It's like, let's get it done. No, it was way before Aladdin, because Aladdin wasn't around when I was a kid. I mean, there was a genie in Aladdin, but that was Robin Williams. I know. We can look up. This is where, please hold. We're taking a cartoon commercial break. Cartoons from the 70s. Because I was a kid. I'm going to find them. Hang on. Ooh, it's so close. I can. How many do you remember? Now we're going to have a 1970s cartoon quiz. No, how many do you remember? Oh my God, all of them. Oh, I want to go back. It wasn't Hong Kong Phooey. Anyone remember that one? It wasn't that. Please show me. Please, 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 please. I'm going to have to find them and I will be, oh my God, the Hair Bear Bunch. Oh, I loved them. Well, I don't see it, but it's here somewhere. I know it is. It's here. I will find him and I will drop it in the lounge. Anyway, the character I'm thinking of, and I think that's why it popped in my head. He says something like dibble dabble. And then that was like his like magic word or whatever, like dibble dabble. That's why. Anywho, back to the live. Okay, cartoon commercial break. Genie. But okay, genie like cartoon genie. Oops, hang on. This is the fun of, now I can't get to my, where's my freaking thing? Yeah, he was the genie. Genie. Was that it though? Ah, that's him. Yes, he said it. Oh, he said yabble dabble. That's why, but still, dibble dabble is another version of yabble dabble. Oh my God, the things that go through my head. All right, so I said we were going to chat a bit about why purpose magnifies joy. Why, what happens if you don't have it? And that's pretty much everything I've been talking about. Your purpose, see, this is how I approach my day. Does that add to my purpose or take away? Is that helping me move on my purpose or moving me farther away? That's pretty much it. And if I start to feel like, or I don't feel right, I feel scattered, I know that I am moving away from my purpose. And I'm either moving up here, fun when it's doing cartoon stuff, not fun when it's scattered, am I right? Right? And so that's the approach. And simple things. So I'm going to give you a couple of things to do if you are feeling like I can't find my joy or I don't know. And I can tell you, I don't care, by the way, if you are a teenager, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 60s, your 80s, it doesn't matter. I have watched purpose change lives at every age. Now listen, little kids, their whole purpose is joy. That is their purpose. They get up and they're like, what is fun today? What is fun today? Am I right? Do you ever watch kids play? If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. You were a kid, right? Little kids get up and they're not like, oh my God, what am I going to do today? Is it going to be fun? like they don't get up like that. They just wake up and they're like, let's do this. And they go and they play. And everything that they look at is intriguing. And everything they look at is fun and inviting. And they want to touch it and they want to break it. And they want to do things, right? And then we start teaching them bullshit. We start teaching them, sit still, pay attention. Don't do that. Stop talking. Don't laugh so loud. And like, what were you taught as a kid? What's sticking out, right? So we teach kids the wrong thing. We give them really mixed messages. Oh, it's playtime. No more playtime. You got to be serious now. So we grow up and we become entrepreneurs and we become like, we're sensitive. So we're even more sensitive to things. So now we don't want to like be too loud and we don't want to say the wrong thing. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And there's all kinds of congested things that happen, right, for sensitives. Then they move into teenage years. Now it gets even more like weird, right? Because now you got to be cool and you got to be this, you got to be that. And then you add social media to it now for teenagers. And now you got to be instant successful. And you think we struggle with it. Like, I can't imagine being a teenager now. Yeah, that's why I get teenage clients too, because it's really confusing. Okay, let's see. What I missed here? Oh my God, thank you, Marie, by the way. Like, oh, that just is like her, what was that cartoon? So that's really good. Yeah, I got you a little bit on the, so I'm gonna have to revisit 70s cartoons after this because I loved my cartoons. I still love cartoons. You guys, here's something nobody really knows, that I get up in the morning. It's about 5 a.m. thanks to Miss Buttercup, which is fine. And I get up and I put on, anybody want to guess? It's not Jim Rohn. It's not Tony Robbins. The Smurfs. I put on the Smurfs. It's either Smurfs or Dogs 101. That's what I listen to every morning. Or watch, I should say watch. All right. Unless I can find some other cartoon that I really like Ninja Turtles, or yeah, I'm a cartoon freak. I'm also a superhero freak. I do love superheroes. Anybody see Venom? Very good movie. All right, back to this now. So if you've not been finding, I don't even know what I was talking about, but that's okay, because that's what we're here for too, is just to like rattle it out, get the energy out. How many of you right now are feeling really heavy or stuck or funky? It's because you're not discharging enough energy and you're not expressing yourself in the ways that you're here to express yourself. So all that stuff gets just blocked up in your energy and you get a little congested. And when you get that, like if you've ever had a head cold, your head feels like it weighs about 1,000,000 pounds. You're like, bowling ball, I got that times 10, right? You're like, well, that's what happens to your energy when you're not expressing passion, when you're not expressing your joy. See, your joy isn't out there. A lot of you think that I can't find my joy. Hello, where is it? It's out there. It's in here. Everything you want is in here. You have to activate from in here. It's not out there. It's you initiating joy. It's you initiating change. It's you initiating whatever it is you want in your life that you're drawn to. This comes from you, not to you. The things you think you're drawn to, you know, like, I'm just like, well, I always joke that like anything that sparkles, I'm like a fish to a lure. Oh no, I attract that. Okay? Anything you're drawn to, you initiated it and called it in. So everything you want, isn't that just, doesn't that simplify it? Everything you want comes from you, not to you. What do you want? I don't know. Oh, there's the issue. What are you here to do? I don't know. Oh, there's part of the issue. Where do you want to go in your life? I don't know. Oh my God, I'm seeing an issue. I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern. What do you want? That question should be simple. Me? I want to make a difference. I want to light a fire in your soul. I want to get you out of your comfort zone so you're out there leading and changing lives. I want you to feel most full of life. I want to get up every day and enjoy myself. I want to get up every day and have so much fun doing what I'm doing. I want to get up every day. I want to feel alive. Like I want to feel really alive. I want to feel connected, right? I want to feel like I'm part of something bigger, that I am an important cog in the wheel, like I'm a part of something much bigger, but I play a very important role and significant role. I'm no longer willing to stand in the shadows, like all this stuff too, like, oh, you gotta do your shadow work, and doesn't that sound fun? That sounds amazing. How about you just step into your leadership role and you go do your thing? How about we just move you to that? Like, the changes that are coming, some of you are going to go whoosh, and you're going to take off. And some of you are going to go, how's everybody doing that? I don't know which one it is for you, but it's going to come down to deciding and moving on it. Deciding and moving on it. What do I want? How am I going to do it? Here's how I'm going to do it. Here's what I'm doing to do it. Right? Like, here's how I'm taking action, and this is what I'm doing. And, you know, the ideas that come in so fast, the way to handle them is to implement. It's not all just, because for a long time I said things like, make sure you have an idea journal, make sure you write all your stuff down, and that way you can come back to it. Those days are gone. This is the days of idea, implement, download, implement, action. Action is a big word. Now, there's a lot out there right now. Oh, don't hustle, and it's unhustle, and it's this and that. I don't want you to mistake what hustle is. See, when you're inspired, you're dialed in. When your fire has been lit, like it's been ignited, and you are a full-on flame ready to step out. There's like, hustle doesn't even apply. That's it's just like no. Hustle, the way that people have talked about it is like, it's so like I don't know, there's so many different versions of it. Some people are like, oh yeah, you need to hustle to get your stuff done. And then some people are like, no, don't hustle because that's bad for you. And then other people, here's what it is, man, I'm dialed in, I'm ready to go. I'm not weighed down by shit of the past. I don't doubt myself. I'm not questioning myself. I'm not stuck in my head. I can move at lightning speed. I don't need to take my time. I don't need to worry about hustling, because I'm not pushing myself. There's a very different energy shift that happens. The most of the people who talk, like Grant Cardone, and you know, a lot of people pick on leaders like that because they're all about massive action and yeah, because they're dialed in, they know what they're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know why you're here, or you don't believe in yourself enough, don't push yourself, don't hustle, because you're going to burn out. If you know why you're here, you know what your purpose is, you're here to do it, and you're implementing, you can implement at lightning speed and actually feel energized because of it. The work that I do, helping you implement, get clear, and implement, never burns me out. I mean, it's like, come on, people, let's go, let's do this, let's do it. And some people I said, like, say, I've listened to you and I hate you. And I'm like, good, I got your attention. That's all that tells me. I got your attention. I stuck in your head. See, if you're out there and you're putting a lot of posts out, you're putting a lot of stuff out, and you're going live, you're doing all this, and nobody loves you or hates you, you're not in your zone. You're not. I am here to say you can do whatever you want as a sensitive. In fact, I think being a sensitive is why you can do whatever you want. It is why the world needs you, because you get it. You understand and see the world at a higher level, and it's time for you to own that. Not explain it, no more defending. God, that wears me out. Caught up in conversations about why you feel the way you do and trying to convince people who will never fucking get it. Let it go. They're not your people. You're here to speak to the people who resonate with you. If you don't resonate with me, move along. There's plenty of other people to watch. I'm here to talk to the people who get what I'm saying. They're like, yeah, I'm ready. I got a fire. I want to light my fire. I want to do this. Like, I want to step into action. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to hope it could be true. I don't want to, like, no, we're over that. That's so, I love the Smurfs. I had a Smurf sleeping bag in high school. That's right. In high school, I had a Smurf sleeping bag. It's so fun. Listen, the energy is right for us right now. The energy is go time, right? The energy is ready. And if you're struggling, see, there's kind of two categories. I'm a sensitive and I'm struggling and I need to sit with it for a while. I'm a sensitive and I'm struggling, but I'm done with it and I'm ready to move. Two kinds. I don't know which one you fall into. I'm going to think about it some more. I'm going to just kind of see. And here's why you need to think about it more, because you're in your head, you're not trusting yourself. Those of you that feel like, and I'm not saying all of you are struggling, okay, because a lot of, many of you have been here for a while. Some of you come in, you've already been on your spiritual journey. So it's not that all of you are struggling, but what I position for you is, are you moving to the next level or have you hit a plateau? Are you moving to the next level or are you talking about it a lot? Right? Are you stepping into that? Leading communities, doing live streams, sending out positive messages, telling people that we don't have to buy into all this crap, which I talked a lot about on Friday, right? What complicates your decision-making is telling yourself you're too busy, telling yourself the same old story. So what have you been telling yourself that's keeping you stuck? I'm too busy, there's too much to do. I'm so good at procrastinating, right? We just had our workshop on Saturday, Sabotage to Success. And yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I can teach you how to change the energy of anything. Anything. Change it. It's not showing up right, we change it. That's the way it is. Like, it's like for beliefs, this is what they're showing me, because then my guides know that I love like pretty gowns and fancy whatever. So you go and you get your pretty gown, you pick it up and it doesn't fit right. In fact, it fits like shit. It's so uncomfortable and it looks ridiculous. And you're like, that's okay. I'll just take it the way it is. I don't want to trouble anyone, right? And so you go and you're so uncomfortable and everyone's looking at you like, what? And you're like, oh, it's fine. You're trying to convince everybody that it's fitting fine. I know this is so weird, but that's what they gave me. Anyway, right? Or would you be like, actually, this needs to change. We need to bring this up. We need to tuck this in. We need to let this out, right? Because I need to look freaking phenomenal. And see, the beliefs that you're carrying around are the ones that you're like, it's okay, it's fine, I'll just work with it. I'll just try to make this big new thing happen with the same old beliefs. I'll just try to like keep going in this new direction with this stuff that doesn't fit me anymore. And I'm telling you, whatever happened last year doesn't fit you anymore. Whatever beliefs you had going on for 2018, they don't fit where you're meant to go in 2019. And so that's the stuff we have to look at. So what I would encourage you to do, and please feel free to share if you're so bold to proclaim it, what's something that's not working for you that you've been telling yourself, you're too busy, it's okay, I'll just deal with it, I'm gonna get to it someday, maybe I'll figure it out, I need to sit with that a little longer. What's not actually working for you? What are you settling for? What are you telling yourself? Like, what are the things that when you think about them, when you look at them, it makes you go, ugh, or that's all right, I'll just pretend it's not there. Or it's not that big a deal. Because this is the funny thing. The truth is, you're like, I can't stand that. But when it comes to actually changing it, it's not that bad. It's fine. I can figure it out. I'll just journal about it. I'll just journal it out. Like, I'm not going to rip on. I love journaling, don't get me wrong, but I don't just journal shit out all the time and then I don't see the change. Well, no, because most people, when they journal something out, they're writing about how shitty it is, how they don't like it. They're not writing about how they're going to change it. They're journaling about how crap ass they feel. They're not journaling, and here's what I'm doing to change it. No more of this settling. I'm a badass. I'm empowered. I'm going to change my life. I'm stepping out as the leader I'm here to be, right? I had something last week, and this is where the funk energy will help you if you know how to use it right. The funk energy of last week, where the planets all aligned and did whatever they did, made me realize it's time. Yep, it's time. It wasn't time before, but now it's time for this project. And if I had tried it before, it wouldn't have been right. And so sometimes that happens. I'll give you that. Sometimes it happens. But you got to know when it's time, you got to implement. So I started talking to Eric. I was like, listen, this, and this is what needs to happen. And here's the plan. And right now we happen to be going on vacation, but don't think I won't be mapping some things out while I'm on vacation. So what is it for you that's not working? Because the longer you keep it around, whether it's a belief, a feeling, a pile of clutter, a story about the clutter, you know, by the way, and I would encourage you to do this today. You may think like, but I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I'm already busy. It's Monday. I'm already busy. I'm very busy. Oh my God, that word. I'm very busy. I don't have time for that. I'm so busy. Come on. Who says that? Do y'all say that? I've said it. Oh my God. I'm like, Eric will say, what do you got going for today? I don't know. I'm just busy. Sounds good. I'm just busy. Why? Because your head's like, I can't go through my whole day right now. So we just throw out this thing that says I'm busy. But the I'm busy sounds important and organized, but feels like shit because it feels like, I don't even know. I just, oh my God, I'm so busy, right? So anyway, but you have to look at like, what are you telling yourself? So today is a great day for this. I want to go through wherever your life, your office, your room, and just start picking shit up. Now, look around wherever you are, whether you're in your office, home office, at home, wherever you are, your car, and start looking around. And I want you to notice today, okay, this is like expert tip here. I want you to notice today the things you've been noticing and ignoring that bother you. The things that you have been looking at and going, ugh, oh, whatever, I'll just do it later. And then you walk along. I don't care. It's a little, because I catch myself at this and then I go, oh, stop it right now, lady. Right? The tiniest little thing. And so your mind goes, I'll just do that later because it's tiny. And then pretty soon you have like 18 million tiny little things that have piled up around you and you're like, oh my God, why do I feel like shit? So expert tip today, get your ass moving. Start everything you look at where you're like, ugh, do something about it. Take action on it. I don't care if it's throw a piece of paper away from your counter. I don't care if it doesn't mean like go tackle your whatever, overwhelming, disorganized basement. I'm saying like every little thing. Is your garbage overflowing? I'm infamous for that. And I've said this before, but I will empty my garbage and I will say, I'm emptying out the old and I'm ready for the new. And it might sound stupid. It's garbage. Like what? What does that have to do with my purpose? What does that have to do with me stepping into my leadership role? Because you're implementing, you're cleaning things up, you're taking charge, right? You're taking charge. If all you do is look around at everything and go, oh, I don't have time for that, and I don't have time for that, I'll just do that later, what do you think the universe hears? Don't send him or her don't send them what they want. They're too busy. They don't have room. They don't have time. They don't have capacity. They're already full. They're already overwhelmed, right? This is like, and I mean everything you look at, I want you to notice how you feel when you notice it. It's really, and it's like the tiniest little things. Something that you've been meaning to throw out or something like that doesn't belong there. It just belongs over here. And we just look at it and we skim over it like we're going to do it later, but then we don't do it later. And then those things start to pile up. And this is why you can feel really closed in instead of really free and clear, opening space for what you're here to do. And I get it, because it might seem like this is where I want you to understand that the mundane is actually part of the bigger plan. Those little things seem so minuscule, I get it, to like your higher calling and your big, big purpose. But if you don't take care of them, they're a distraction. They are eating away somewhere in your awareness and taking you off purpose. Every time, isn't it crazy to think that a tiny little, or a garbage can that's overflowing, and you look at it and go, oh my God, I really have to empty that, but I don't have time right now. I'll do it later, right? But that pulled you off. Now imagine you get to the place where you're just chugging along, man. You're like, I do this and I do that and I'm in charge and I get rid of this and I organize that and I get rid of it and my garbage is freaking clear and I'm empty and I got things. And if there are things you don't want to do, then delegate, hire somebody, do something about it, right? Because this is really important for your overall well-being, as far as your energy, as far as how you feel, showing up. This doesn't mean that 24/7, you just need to be running like a champ, okay? Part of your life plan is, again, yes, you're gonna incorporate your, I don't care what you wanna call it, downtime or whatever, but you have to get really clear, what is your higher calling? What is your purpose? Why are you here? If you, and this is why those of you that have been given like the, I don't know, this just keeps coming through. The fire, the flame, the burning desire to lead, to help people. Some of those things are gonna bore you to tears. Good God, give me a spreadsheet and I wanna poke my eye out. But I understand that's part of my bigger purpose. And there's things I need to track in Earth School that have to do with my higher calling, right? Because, you know, here in Earth, they have things like taxes and your accountant and things like that. So yes, there's things that we have to do that seem boring and we don't want to do it. It's so mundane, but it's really part of the bigger picture. You're getting prepared for something greater. And if you can harness, master, own your energy, doing mundane things and stay like ready to go, you're going to get the bigger things. You're going to get more things to handle, like your purpose, your calling, your growth. How you can't grow if you look like you can't handle it. If your energy is showing up and saying, universe, I just can't handle it. I'm not happy. I'm not joyful. I don't like where I am. In fact, I hate everything, or I'm just so sad and whoa. I'm sorry, but you only attract what you are. The universe doesn't go, well, let me cheer you up and just give you all this amazing growth, because quite frankly, you would fold. You would get completely overwhelmed and go, oh my God, like it's to go from like no joy, sad or whatever in this space to completely growth off the charts, right? That would freak you out. It would freak anyone out. What happens for people? When does the growth come in? When they have been taking the steps. They've been doing the climbing. They've been doing the inner work. They have been building and clearing and decluttering and moving things out and creating space with intention. And that is when the growth comes in. It doesn't come in just because you want it. It does not come in just because you have a big heart. And I'll tell you, it doesn't come in just because you're like, please just give me some change in my life because I can't stand my life. That's not, I mean, we have to be inspiring in order to be inspired. We have to be empowered in order to be empowered from the universe, from the higher calling, right? We have to be joy in order to be joyful. You see, so we have to first fill up with what we need to attract and call that match in. And that's really the bigger thing. So today, notice what you notice about what you're noticing. What are you saying to yourself? I'll just do that later. Oh, I don't have time for that right now. That's why, as simple as it sounds, it's magical. A don't want list. Paper and pen. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And you throw it all on the list and you start taking action. And some of it doesn't even have to go on the list because it's a tiny little thing. I would say the 2-minute rule. If it takes me 2 minutes or less, I just do it right now. I just do it right now. I do it right now. And you start to move through. And as you start, because here's what happens. If your life is cluttered up, even with these teeny tiny, seems like not important things, your awareness is filled up with that. And deep down underneath that, I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'm overwhelmed. I'm sick of this. Ugh, this is driving me crazy. That's a match for stuff you don't want. Okay, when you start going through your life and you're taking action, you're implementing, you're clearing, you're cleaning, you're organizing, and you see clear space, you're like, that feels so much better, and look at that, and right? I mean, I don't like doing, well, we've joked about this, I don't like doing laundry, I don't mind throwing it in the washer, it's the folding part, but I like when my laundry basket's empty. And I like when my clean clothes are all folded and put away. So that is what I focus on, because then I don't have to think about it anymore. There are even little theories about paying bills. Don't give them your money until the bill is due. Guess what that does? Like, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of things set up, you know, where you get a notice, email notice, whatever. So let's say you have 5 email notices that your bills are due. You're like, well, I'm not going to give them my money until it's time to pay my bill. So every time you go into your email, bill is due, bill is due, bill is due, bill is due. The money's in your account. You could pay the bill and that wouldn't be there. So let's just say you took those. So every time you see that, you're like, oh my God, all I have is bills. Look at all these bills that are due. So that's what your mind's doing. That's not on purpose. My theory is, shit, if I got money, I'm going to pay the bill, because then I don't think about it no more. Nope, not even in my awareness. All my bills are paid. See, that's the way you clear space. You got to look at what is grabbing your attention and sucking you down. What is grabbing your attention and telling you life is hard, it's overwhelming, too many bills to pay, not enough money, not enough time, I don't have what it takes, because that's where you're going to end up. I don't have what it takes. I wish I could do more. I'm so exhausted. Maybe I'm not meant to be a leader. Maybe this thing that I want is too crazy. Maybe I don't have what it takes. And that's all bullshit. That is a compiling of all that junk. And that's what we need to clear out, because now is the time. I know, I love her, but Denise Duffield, she's been saying that for a really long time, right? Like, this is my time and I'm ready for the next step and all these things. But like, you got to take the next step. You got to take it. It's not you're ready for the next step. You just take the step. That's what I'm here to pump into you today. It's not about being ready. It's about taking the step. And if you don't know how to do that on your own, trust me, I have tons of programs for you for that. Come work with me. You will be so lit up that no one will be able to stop you, right? No one. There's nothing that will stop you. Not even whatever you think is yourself getting in your own way. None of that will happen. You will be like, bam, and just, it's go time. And you're going to be in charge of your everything. Everything. It's not like go time, like, again, it's not, I don't care anymore about this. We're not about pushing energy. Okay? This is about you lighting up and going out and expressing, doing your thing. Trailblazing wherever you go. There's some sensitives that, you know, we're in consults and they're kind of like, oh, you know, well, I mean, it would be nice. And there's kind of like softy energy. I go, yeah, okay. So tell me what, like, let's just pretend that everything you wanted was possible. Just pretend with me for a moment. And they start unloading on me the most beautiful visions I've ever heard that I don't hear anywhere. Like it's unique to them. And I go, yeah, okay, tell me more. And then what? And then what would you do? And then what would you do? And then what would happen? And how would that grow? And what else would unfold for you? And they come out with this amazing vision. And at the end they go, oh my God, I never said it like that before. Yeah, because you said it like you meant it. Stop dabbling. Stop second guessing. Stop sitting on these things like freaking eggs. Let's do this. I mean, that's what I'm here. I'm here for doing. I want to do it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to do it. I've always been told that I'm impatient. I mean, even when I was a kid, my grandpa, my uncle, they're always like, she's so impatient. It's not impatience. Once I know what I want, get out of my way. Or like, I remember when I bought my house, I had a friend at the time, and poor friend, but anyway, he came over to help me paint. And I was like, all right, because when I know what I want and I got my supplies and I'm geared up, get out of the way, because this is what I'm doing. Like, I could work. I know some people say like, oh, don't be a workaholic and don't work too much and don't do this, don't do that. But when I get lit up, I can't not do it. Right? So we start painting and he's like, I mean, literally just started painting. And he's like, oh, I'm really hungry. Can we get some food? I was like, what? No, we're painting. I said, I don't care. Go get your food. Well, aren't you hungry? Nope, because I'm on a mission. I'm going to get this room painted. So it doesn't matter if I'm painting or I'm whatever, right? This is what I'm talking about for this year is go time. It's time to take the step. If you're ready to take the step, then you want to come talk to me, because I'm going to help you get implemented. I mean, you could think about it for a while if you want. You could think about it all year if you want. How's that sound? You want to think about it some more? Take the year. Just take the year and think about it. Hi, Kathy. Let's see. If you want to think about it, do not book an appointment on my schedule. This is for those of you that are ready to implement. And I'm not joking around right now. I'm not joking, not joshing, not joking, not joshing, okay? Book a call with me if you're ready to take the next step. If you're not quite there, then I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Just don't book a call at that point. Like you're ready. You don't have to know what the next step looks like, as in like, oh, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah for this many months. And that's what we do in the call. We figure out what is it that you need to take the next step. But I'm saying if you like need to think about it and you're not quite sure yet, and don't book the call. This is only for those of you, this is only an invitation for those of you that are ready to book a call with me, to work with me in some way, shape, or form. Because as much as I love you all, I don't have time for that. I love you all. But what my schedule is for those of you that are ready to dig in. And you're ready, you're taking ownership of your leadership role. That's really what these calls are for. I will still be here. The podcast is coming back with its new vibe. And it is called Sensitives on Fire. It's so obvious. See, that's why I work with a coach. She pulls it. It's awesome. That's why you shouldn't be doing this on your own. So no more dabbling. Everyone raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I am not a dabbler. I am a doer. I take action on my greatest purpose, and I do it every day. That is what I want you to show up as, because that's what you're here for. I'm calling you out. Stop dabbling. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop that now. Yabble dabble. Yabble dabble was good in the cartoon. It's not good in real life. Hi, Chris. How are things on your side of the world? Chris is another bright star over there, sharing lots of light, right? So this is the year of doing, folks. It's our time. Sensitives on Fire. Let's do it. We're going to light up the world. Yes, you're already doing that in many, many ways. But I don't want you bogged down by the things that I mentioned today. So remember, as you go through your day, you're going to notice what you notice about what you notice. So what am I noticing that makes me go, ugh? Or what have you been telling yourself you're going to do it later? Maybe it's even have a call with me. I'm going to have a call with Nicole someday. Well, it's arrived, right? But looking at, and if there are bigger things, if it takes you 2 minutes or less, do it now. I'm telling you, it is amazing what it does for your energy. It lights you up, it empowers you, and you'll be like, why didn't I just do that? Why didn't I? That's all right, just move along. The things that take a little longer, you're gonna add to a little list, and then you're gonna just start incorporating those things into your day, right? I just did it this morning. I had quite a little list. David has a do it now, do it later, to do. I have lots of lists. This notebook is for ideas and things that I need to map out as I'm implementing. I mean, my God, I should own a paper company. I think Dunder Mifflin should have been my company. We'll see how many of you get that reference. Dunder Mifflin should have been my company because I go through more paper. Good God, right? That's what we're doing. Happy Monday. Happy, awesome, amazing moon energy. I can't wait to see who's going to show up on my calendar. Now, I don't know what that looks like. It's a conversation. Okay, we just started the conversation. I do a little energy reading, and we're going to discuss where you at, where you want to be. What's keeping that gap? where you are, where you want to be. What is the stuff that's cluttering up your progress? Where are you not getting traction? What is feeling okay, but not going anywhere? Because it's a little bit off. There's some energy adjusting we need to do from last year to this year, because it's a very different vibe. Last year was a lot of mulling it over, sitting with things. This year is implementing and figuring it out on the fly, because that will be the best way you get in your groove, right? So run with it, run with it, run with it. And the thing is, when you get an idea and you implement and you run with it, it's very empowering, because you realize I'm not caught in my head about how I'm going to do this. How should I do this? What will other people think if I do this? What if I don't do this right? See, if you get the download and you implement, you know that you moved into an empowered space, because you know it's right for you and you move on it. And you know that if it's not right, you'll figure it out after. You don't care, because it's about action. It's about movement. Okay. So that's a different energy than last year. Thank God. Anyway, have an amazing, as you know what, week. And book a call if you're ready to take the next step, whatever that looks like. You don't need to know. We're going to figure it out together. You're not in this alone. Okay. I've been through the energy loops. I've got stuck in the tumbler. I've done it all and I get it. And this is what I'm here to share with you, because it's not just that I would love to see you step into your gift, your zone of genius. I would love to see you actively sharing that with the world. It's bigger than that. It's not just because I love you and I adore you and I want the best for you. It's really because we are being called, and we are the ones that can handle the job. You know, like you wouldn't call in a mechanic to work on your spine, and you wouldn't call in a chiropractor to work on your teeth. Well, you don't call in those who are not sensitive to create healing and harmony in the world. They called us. It's our time. It's ready. We need to take a step. Okay. I'll see you guys back later throughout the week. You never know when, because things are changing, and I'm going to be showing up boop, 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 wherever I feel called. I'm going to show up. All right. I love you guys. Have a fantastic week. If you're ready to take the next step, book the call. Let's figure out what we're going to get done together. All right. I will talk to you then. Bye.